hope all's well in your corner of the world. I'm separating for the sleeves. So this is how far I am. It's 17 3/4 inches long. Which it should be. Really don't want to count. But I'm gonna. It's so soft too. What yarn? I can show it. I can't pronounce it, but it's from Jody Long's collection. There's a dead flower off the tag. But it's Marisol Chusco? Or, I don't know. It is Cordale wool. It's a weight 3. I'm using black and gray, so I think it's number 1 and number 2. I'm not sure. Yeah, number 1 and number 2. It's really soft. Which is good. But I don't think you can buy this one yet. I think that's what I was. I'm feeling a little better. I still feel a little stuffy and my throat's still scratchy, so I don't know how long I'm gonna go. I kind of passed out about 10:30 last night, and I woke up at 4 o'clock thinking that I was late for work. I was not late for work. But Maple had to go potty, so I took her outside. Yeah. Yeah. I'm hoping I'm feeling better by next week. It could be a seasonal thing, yeah. That's what I'm thinking it is. Like, our weather's been back and forth between, like, in the low 40s to almost 90. So low 40s one day, 90 degrees the next day. That doesn't help it. Yeah. I'm like, I really don't need this right now, Mother Nature. I need to be healthy so that next week I can go train people at work. Hopefully do a good job. It's going to be my first time actually doing it. slightly nervous, but I think I'll be good. I just like talking, so it's good. I know it's new hires also because it's the 5-day course. I appreciate that. Stocking up on cold and because it kind of helps. Y'all won't believe this, but I lost count. So I'm just doing a bunch until I feel it's alright. If I do too many, it's fine. I'll just tink them back a little. Ooh, Amu, you might, like, laugh about this. So I sent the blanket out, the quilt out, right? And the lady that ordered it sends me a message on Etsy because she can't get it that, you know, I'm not selling on Etsy anymore, but whatever. She's like, I ordered it in February. It's now May. Where's my quilt? I'm like, you told me that you wanted me to send it out the middle of May. I think it is middle of May. So I sent it out. You should have been like updated with a tracking number from my website. Yeah. But she's also the same one that ordered one previously. And oh my gosh. Kantar, hello, welcome on in. How are you? How was your stream? Were you doing chainmail? Yeah. This lady's also the same one that when she ordered the first one, she complained about the weirdest thing. Yeah. Yeah, she's like, oh, you left so many threads. The binding wasn't full. It was. I know it was. But hello, everybody with Kantar. If you don't know me, hello, I'm Zakayla Zach. Mama Zach, call me dude. It's all right. I'll answer too. We do have a trigger warning for the remainder of the month because we are trying to raise funds. British Hellsfish hat. Heck yeah, started looking up the next pattern. Look at Discord. Aw. Orangami, hello, welcome on in. Yeah, I think I will. I told Jody already that I'll either up the price or tell her I don't have time. If there's a next time. But yeah, it's chaotic. I am a variety crafter here on Twitch. You name a craft, not all crafts. If you name a fiber art, I've probably done it. Today we're knitting a cardigan. I do not have the pattern command updated, but it's a redacted. Because this is actually going to be the picture of the pattern for designer. I'm excited. This is the 5th time I've been doing this. Well, I've done this. And I enjoy doing it, but a lot of times I am crocheting here on stream. Normally amigurumi. Sometimes not. But on Saturdays I also cross stitch. Yeah. We are raising funds for Hope for the Day. It's an organization that is trying to... Mud is going to send you an invoice for a pottery order. Try to check date. Awesome. Tell her straight out that she's a problem client since she always seems to have a shoot, right? Yeah. Yeah, it annoys me. Like, I know. I go over quilts 3 times after I cut all the threads, right? So I don't know where she's getting this. I don't know. But yeah, just annoying. I'm just stitch. It's wrong. It's a throw size, and I charged it almost 300. Okay, Jody. Yeah. Okay, I gotta double count that. Yeah, like, I haven't yet set a design on the embroidery machine to applique for me, so I cut everything out and then I stitch it on with my normal sewing machine. So even more work goes into it than not from me. Okay, let me count this again. I should have enough. Who knows? There's 90 now. I gotta take one off. No, she communicated through Etsy because she would not communicate through email. But yeah, I probably will just pretend I'm an automated message next time and be like, yeah, I no longer do business here. Please refer to my website. Just knowing that she won't, and then she'll still message me. Yeah. Oh. Ooh, I was just worried I messed up. I did not mess up. Oh, there's my thing. I don't know where my gray yarn is. But yeah, not the best customer. And honestly, if it wasn't a situation, yeah, I don't think she will. But now I'm worried. So a few years ago is when I made the first one for her. And she complained then too, so I should have just ignored it. Or said, no, I don't do that. But, you know, repeat. And she gave me a story about how her oldest of, I think, 9 grandchildren from her son is graduating high school, and he wanted to take the one I made for her son, and all the siblings was like, no, that's ours. We all use it. You can't have it. Sentimental reasons. I'm like, okay, I'll do it. Yeah. Yeah. But like, it was just so weird. Like, why would you tell me, oh, send it in the middle of March and then complain that it's not sent till the middle of March? Mm. 4 and 4. That was horrible. But I don't know if she emails or if she contacts me again. I don't know if I'll accept another. Which kind of stinks because, repeat customers are great. Exactly, it wouldn't help her. So that throws me off too. She look, aw. Yeah, I think she misses the boys. And baby girl's not home from her meet yet. No word at all about that. Oh yeah, definitely. I'd see. I'll be like, well, that's your problem. And you know what? It's fine. And like, I gave her my website and my email. So there's no reason she couldn't communicate that way. I'll probably make another one, like when I'm not excessively busy, just to post. And I do like making them. And I remembered that she complained about having satin for the binding last time, so I did cotton. Let's see if she says something about that. But oh well. You know what? Not my problem. I said no refunds, so yeah. I'll end up making another one and forget about that one. I do like using satin for the binding because, like... Wait. Maple! Why are you getting her bargain like that? I just took her out. Hi, Sam. How's it going? I hope all's well in your corner of the world. Hold on, I'll take her out in a minute. You know what it is? She just came over and ate almost all her food. Sam, how's it going? I hope all's well in your corner of the world. Hi, Lady Tom. How's it going? I apologize, everybody. I have like a scratchy throat and a half stuffy nose. And Maple wants to go outside again. Mama Fader, hello, how are you? I hope all's well in your corner of the world. Oh, Mama, guess what? I'm finally getting a co-teach a class of new people. He had a headache, took the bedroom, or PC is to... Oh. So that's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday next week, and then I forgot about Memorial Day, so it's Tuesday, Wednesday the following week. That is a hydrate. I will hydrate. Y'all, should I tell Mama Fader about the lady with the quilt? I mean, now Mama Fader's gonna be like, tell me. So should I? So, and Mama Fader's gonna be like, yeah. I sent out the chicken quilt, right? And last night the lady messages me and she's like, I paid in February. Yeah, you did say that, yes. Which is terrible. Does the landlord not see how successful you are? Like, Maple, come here. You're moving? Did you find another place? I hope so. So, what was... Sent out the quilt. Lady, like, messages me through Etsy last night, which I did not sell through Etsy. And she's like, oh, I paid in February. It's the middle of March. How's the quilt? I'm like, you told me, and I was nice about it. Like, you told me not to send it out to the middle of March, or middle of May, I'm sorry. So I just sent it out. You should have received an updated email with the tracking number. And she's like, I did not receive that. So I send it to her. Yeah. But I know she's going to complain about it because she's the one that complained last time. Oh, there were so many threads to cut. Oh, the binding wasn't fully attached. Yes, it was. I know it was. Because it's me. I'm a Virgo. I'm a perfectionist. I know it. But yeah, like, and I only accepted it because she had, yeah, I have pics, yeah. Okay, I gotta take Maple outside. I'm gonna run the ad early. So I'll be right back. Oh, I did. I took the pictures. Like, this lady, I'm probably not gonna... Right? If she didn't like it, why she ordered... Okay, I will tell the story, the rest of the story when I get back. But Maple has to go potty, apparently. I'll be right back. Aw, I'm sorry, Jay. But is Maple sorry? That's a real question. Right? She didn't even have to go. She didn't. Like, what the heck? Yeah. Okay, so I only accepted the order from this lady because she gave me this whole story about how, right? What a criminal. Really? Really, Maple? It's alright, we love Maple. So the lady's like, oh, my oldest grandson out of 9 from my son is going off to college, and he wanted to take the chicken quilt you previously made with him because, like, he likes it so much, but the other siblings said no because it's a family thing, and I was wondering if maybe possibly you can make one for him. I'm like, yeah. Yeah. So, you know, me being me, well, yeah. Sure, just go put a custom order over at my website. Sorry, everybody. Website. Yeah. Yeah. So that happened. But yeah. I'm not sure if I'll do another one for her. What's going on, Hubbers? What's she got now? Oh, I think that's the one that was on the back of the couch that you lost. Let me see it. It works. You were doing it wrong. No. No. She can't. She can complain to Etsy. She ain't got nothing back from Etsy. But she also complained with the first one. Like, why are you complaining? It really does. That's probably why I got a couple more gray hairs. Finish your stitch, Zach, before you turn it. I mean, I think what I am gonna do, though, is maybe make one and have it up there and be like, this is what you get. See, I thought about not doing it. I thought about just leaving her on red. But I don't think I'll do it again. Because, you know, repeat customers are normally where it's at, but this one is kind of hard to work with. Which is bad, because, like, I'm a pretty easygoing person. Okay, I got this. Yeah. See, I think she was happy with it. She just wanted a reason to complain. Like, really. That's the only thing I can think of. Yeah, wanted a discount, wanted something. Hoping that, oh, you had problems, you had to do this.